here we are. We are going to throw together a RAG database and look up using N8n. And I think Pinecone, it has free options, which use Pinecone. One of your many options for, for RAG. So we're going to sign up, pinecone.io. Make an account. Sign up. Let's see if it's working today. I know the whole internet broke the other day. Okay, we're making an account. Okay, so you see API key right here. You want to copy this and store it. I'm going to do that real quick. Okay, I've copied that, put it aside in a secure place. Okay, we're going to create an index. I'm doing just going to use, because for this knowledge base, just for fun, I'm going to use this. I went through a Dan Martell masterclass, so I'm just going to use the material from that. So we'll just call that like a Dan Martell let's say AI masterclass. Okay. There's a configuration. We should use OpenAI. That's easiest. We use a small embedding. And I guess I'll put like extra details of what this stuff is, but I want to assemble it for you guys real quick, and then we'll get to work. Serverless, AWS, these are all default. Just stick with that. Delete protection. We don't need that. Okay, this is all free. This is a free account. Okay, it's initializing. It's named, so we don't need to stick around for that. And we're going to start. So first thing you want to do is load documents into your RAG database. Now, documents is not like, does that mean like our normal understanding of documents? It means like chunks of information that's that belong together. So we're going to start with a form, just because I have a PDF to bring in. So I'm going to grab a form. I need a, we need a form event. Am I moving too fast? You may have to slow us down if I'm moving too fast. Apologies. Just rename this, I don't know, PDF submission. Authentication would be a safe thing to do because this is exposed, but we're not going to take the time to do that right now. Upload PDF. And then we'll want to add form element. It's going to be a file. Upload PDF. You don't want multiple files. Well, you might want, but I don't want to do that right now. I want simple PDF as a format, and we're going to require this. Okay. It's all good. Yeah, that looks great. And then once we get the file, which I guess we'll do right now, we'll just test this real quick. And grab the file. Boom. Grab that and give it a second. It takes a second before it grabs it, and they should be able to submit then. Okay, great. And you see, we got it. Next, we need to extract the text from that document. So we need, it's, I think, from, is it from? Yeah, extract from file. That's what you want. And then we're going to take from a PDF right here. And then this is called upload PDF. So we'll put that right there. Execute step to test it to make sure it's working. Bada bing, bada boom, bada boom. Cha-ching, chung. Okay, so now we got upload, we brought up the document, we extracted the text from it. Now we need to put it into our document store. We're using Pinecone, so we need Pinecone vector store. And then we add a document to the vector store. That's what we're doing. Okay, and we're going to make a new account, create new credentials. The API key you got from the previous step, you're going to copy that and paste it right in here. I'm going to pause that because I don't know if I'm going to use this account or not, but just in case I want to use it, I'm not going to expose that. Okay. And then you just want to rename it. Pinecone vector. And then I'm going to call this AI with Apex. That's the email I used for this account, just so I know what it is. Save it. Okay. And then they'll have the credential. If you don't see a success right here, something's wrong. Maybe there's a white space in here. That's the most likely issue. Okay, so when you have access, insert documents, and we only have one vector in there right now, the new one that was initialized. Okay, this is the size of the chunks that's going to be throwing in there. And we need to arm this vector store. It's going to need an embedding tool. That's the tool that's going to cut it up into pieces and determine the like the mapping of the values. So it's taking chunks of information and it's trying to position a picture like a map, and it's trying to put it in positions where they're relative to each other. So if you look up a topic, that number will be closer to other topics that are related. I guess that's the quickest way I would explain it. So anyways, we're going to use the AI. That's what we picked when we set up. Yeah, small is what we picked too, right? So that's our embedding model. Then we need our document store. We just do default data loader. Type of data is JSON. No, JSON. I'm sorry. And then we're going to do the text splitter, recursive character text splitter. Okay. Chunk size. So we're just gonna leave it at the default settings. And actually, that's really all you need to do. Okay, so we're gonna save that. We're gonna execute this. Execute step. Come on, big money, big money, big money. See the results right here, how it broke things down. Right, these are all, here's the chunks right here. All right, and then you can double check that it's being saved into extra here. Okay. These are all being saved. Great. So it concludes our first step. Now we have to retrieve it. We're going to go ahead and just use the chat, I guess. Chat trigger. Make it available for public. Load hosted chat, authentication. That's good enough. Wonderful. Oh, what are you doing? Then we're going to add our agent. Agent, baby. Yep, connected chat trigger, perfect. So that's the prompt, will be the trigger. And then we're going to add the model. We're just going to use OpenAI right now just to keep it simple. We use 4.1. I've always liked 4.1's context window size. Just use 4.1. 4.1 mini would go faster and still would be able to do the job of it. We'll use simple memory. Yeah. Simple memory. Simple memory. Yeah, that's fine. And then we need our retrieval tool. So we need the document. Oh, sorry, vector. No, we're gonna do Q&A actually. After retrieve the document, we want to do the Q&A. We want Pinecone store. Here you go. There we go. Use this tool to answer questions from the user. Okay, there's a number of iterations that'll allow to look for information. The more you do, the more accurate you can get, but then it's the more weight you put on it. Okay, and then we need the Pinecone vector store, and now we need to retrieve the document. Retrieve it from, oops, wrong one, from this one, and retrieve this one. Boom. You have to add the embedding. Embedding 3. That's perfect. Great. And then we need to have our AI to help us answer the questions. We'll just use OpenAI. We'll use the mini model here. One mini. Okay. Then we'll just sweep that up nice and neat. Save that. This is on already. So we're going to go ahead and copy this. Paste over here. Bup. Yeah. What is wrong with me? I didn't actually tell us to use the tool. Okay, so we're going to add a system message. When asked any question, make sure to use your, what do you call the tool? You should use your tool to answer the question. If the answer is not found with the tool, respond that I do not know. Okay, sorry about that. Pretty important step right there, huh? Yeah, let's try this again. Yeah, let's ask, first of all, let's ask, what is the meaning of life? Okay, I'm also looking up the meaning of life. I do not know. Good. That is a good answer. You do not know. Okay, let me grab the document again. Here's the quiz. I'd copy that. Paste it right here. Try that again. Okay, hopefully it'll work this time. We fixed the embedding size. Well, it does run slow today. I think that might be my server. Overwork server. And there we go. That is what we're looking for. I got the right answer. Let's try another question. Next question. Try 100% versus 30%. There you go. And I checked it. So it looks like it's running. We get the idea. If you have any questions, let me know. And have a great day. Bye.